Dark so long I cannot find the meaning. Hold my hand, let me stay by your side through this never-ending night. I can feel it now, it haunts me. All these demons, how they surround me. In this red light, it calls me. He is reaching out, consuming. Tyrant of the dark star, where's my love, what hold this star?
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Tyrant of the Dark Star. I am Aubrey, your GM. I'll toss it for my players to introduce themselves, who they are, who they're playing, and then we'll get into things.
Hi, my name's Aki, pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Gravewing, who is our monk kinesist. That's it. That's all you get to know about her. Oh, also uses she, her pronouns.
Hi, y'all. I'm Alyssa. My pronouns are they, them, and I play Laeth Idrisi, our Dampier, Dandy, and Rogue, who uses she, any pronouns.
It's me. Hello, I'm Dusty. I use they, he pronouns, and I am playing Eurideux. Just Eurideux for now. They also use they, he pronouns, and they are going to be our blood hunter.
Hello, I am Farris. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Alouette, the Nephilim, I think is what they're called now, thaumaturge, who also uses she, her pronouns.
Hello, I am Sparlock. I use he, him pronouns. I am playing Alistair Whiskerfield, the renowned wizard and investigator who uses he, him pronouns also.
Hi, I'm Tick. I use he, she, they pronouns, and today I'll be playing Nihil, a wonderful flesh warp sorcerer who is definitely not a cannibal at all. Why do you even think that?
So, Tick, would you like to tell us what happened last time?
Oh my god. Last time on this game that we all play on a definite regular basis, we fought some ghouls. It went, to our knowledge, perfectly fine. Emphasis to our knowledge. Some of us got bit, but Aubrey has been very suspiciously saying you appear to be all right, and I'm not sure if she's just trying to make us anxious or not, but it's working. I'm terrified for my son. We went to a couple of other shops, checked out a few things. I got a cool spoon. That's very important, is I got a cool spoon. I had to have a nice talk with Yuri about how Alouette apparently loves to steal things from people and has no self-control over her life. But overall, just a lot of chill conversations after fighting for our lives, checking for ghoul fever, and heading back after looting a tarot shop. More or less. First, a better recap. It's been like 2 weeks. Trying to remember what happens after 2 weeks is not my forte.
Yeah, good. So, as many things are going on, we'll turn and look at you, Gravewing. You've gotten all of these things. You've gotten some books from the bookstore, collected some things from the tarot shop, and you have this new friend. We're gonna go with friend. In the Hesterhunder. What are you up to as this ship is crashing and burning somewhere in the house?
I don't think Gravewing has let her guard down the moment this horse-sized dog decided to stay with us. now. I don't remember. I not only was I not here for the vote of this dog, of this quotation marks dog. I just need you to know, like, Gravewing would have been like, no, we're not taking this. This is not just a mouth to feed, like an additional one. This is a bigger one. This is 3 of y'all are vegetarians. We were okay until we said, let's bring in one thing that can eat for the 3 of you. Awful ideas. So now Gravewing is kind of stuck. When I say stuck, I mean stuck politely, watching this dog, quotations, because, not gonna lie, I think she kind of, like, part of her believes that that's just a man in a suit. And she's waiting for this dog to, like, stop being a dog and start being, I don't know, a demon. Maybe pull a Yuri and pull a Glock somewhere. You know, just is this dog is just, girl, I don't even think she's ever run into one, like, in all her years of life.
You've seen them around because they are incredibly common, because it's really the only way, because of the terrain of the Watching Woods. Horses themselves can't get through it because the terrain is so uneven. So that's kind of why the Hesterhunder exist and are used here. And you'll see them pulling carts in the city and things like that.
Okay. They're very common then. I see.
They're incredibly common.
Okay,
Essentially, horses don't exist in this part of the world. It's just horse-sized dogs.
It's horse-sized dogs. All right, that's terrifying. Then she just don't want to. She doesn't necessarily, like, ever wanted to be around one. You know what I mean?
Valid.
Like, what is me personally? I also wouldn't, like, walk up on an actual horse unless, like, a trainer or handler is there. It's too big, simply too big. Can, in fact, probably try to kill. I mean, I'd like to see it try, but this is a horse-sized dog. It will kill me. It can kill me. And so yeah, that's great. Gravewing is watching the dog and waiting for it to stop being a dog. She's just really, I guess she's just real sus about this dog.
Yeah. The Hesterhunder itself is incredibly domesticated and very well trained. This belonged to Helena's retinue, and it was just one of the people who unfortunately just didn't make it out of the district when they left. So it's very well trained and very docile. You know, it's used to being around people.
Oh shit, does it, like, come up for pets and stuff?
Yeah, it would.
All right, nobody else is here. So y'all, when I say you see, I mean the audience. You guys are gonna see if, when the dog tries to come over, if, like, Gravewing is, for example, let's say in the living room where there is, like, I don't know, tables and stuff. Every time it tries to follow her around, she tries to move to the other side of the room. Like, I'm trying to give you your space.
Yeah, it's not in the house per se.
It's not in the house.
Behind the house, there's, like, what is essentially a massive dog house, which people use to, like, care and house the Hesterhunder.
Oh my goodness! All right. Well, I move from one side of the kennel stable to the other side of the kennel stable, trying to give it space. It clearly does not want space. I don't know what it wants. I'm not a dog whisperer. If it like tries to move its face towards Gravewing, you see Gravewing curl up and get stuck in a corner. So now it's now it's dog versus Gravewing. Gravewing doesn't want to fight the dog. That's a lie. Gravewing's ready to fight the dog, but this dog just outsizes her. Eventually, it will get.
Face.
Oh my god, no! Because she's got all that shit on her face. when her face gets licked, it's like it's like I'm trapped. 1 second, my bracelet got stuck in the. Thank you. My bracelet has a thing and it got stuck in a crevice. So I, like Gravewing, I was trapped. When the dog licks her face, she goes like she she almost yells because she's wearing a mask and like her hair is all there. And now that's all slobbered together. The dog's going to win is all I'm gonna say. The dog is going to win because like when I say Gravewing is ready to beat a dog, like she's ready. But she really doesn't want to because this dog isn't actually not aggressive. If the dog was minutely aggressive, we'd be boxing. That's not happening. This dog's winning. She's stuck in a corner for maybe that's why you don't see her for the equivalent of 3 hours because she's stuck in a corner. This dog is getting the attention I hope he wants. But she's like trapped in a corner. Not loving it, not hating it. Like the dog is okay. That's what's happening. When come get her.
Yeah, I imagine someone will. And,
Not my problem. I mean, I was out there earlier at one point, so I'm sure Alouette would go back at one point eventually, like just to check on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, Alouette, you eventually go back into your room, correct, and find the gifts there. There's no note there anymore, but the gifts, I believe, are still there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, and
weird, mysterious.
Yeah,
where
weird,
did those come from? Probably
Who
not from the
knows?
person who was walking out of the room earlier.
Yeah. And then there is the hero deck itself.
You should also investigate it because Laeth is bad at magic things.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's normal. Is it normal?
I mean, it's a very interesting deck. Give me either a crafting check, an arcana, occultism, or nature.
We're gonna go with, I guess it doesn't matter. They're almost all the same. All right, Belle, you're getting retired. So that's gonna be a 12.
A 12?
Hope it's not cursed.
Yeah, the deck itself isn't cursed. You're still a little bit unsure about it as you pull it out. The cards themselves are made out of this very thick, beautiful material. You can't quite figure out exactly what they're made of, with all of the harrow etched in them. But it's almost like as you touch this deck, it wants to like attune itself to you. And you're pretty sure you could use the cards as throwing knives, even though they don't feel incredibly sharp.
I throw one at the wall.
It's give me just a quick attack roll.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice.
It's a wall, so it's not hard to hit.
You say that. I rolled an 11, and then I add all of 0, I assume, because I have no strength and no dex.
I mean, you would still be considered trained in it because it just counts as like a throwing knife. So you would just use whatever your trained, like simple weapons are.
Okay.
So I believe it's like a +5. Like 11 is more than enough to hit.
That's what I add to everything. So 16.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and as you do, it sticks into the wall, making this indent. And then just even thinking about the card, just focusing on it for a second causes the card to recall itself to the deck.
Oh, that is, wow. Explosives. What card did I throw by chance? What card did I throw? Which one was it?
You threw the card called the Crows.
Is that a bad card?
It is a neutral evil card.
Totally fine.
But in itself, you weren't necessarily doing a hero reading at that time.
I am sure this does not bode poorly for our relationship going forward, Deck. I like that you are sharp, though. That is cool.
And if you even, like, once it is attuned to you, even if you just think about a reading, you will watch as the deck starts to shuffle itself. Then...
thank heavens, I'm bad at shuffling.
And then is going to play a card. And if I could get you to just roll me a D100.
Oh, fancy. 11.
11.
No, wait, 17. Sorry, it looked like a 1.
11? 17.
Yeah.
17. Okay. So the card that is dealt to you is the Unicorn. It is a chaotic good card of charisma. And it represents one who generously offers up which is sought. And you have the feeling that you can do this once per day. And based on the card, you get a once per day ability.
Ooh.
Because this is a good card, once per day, you can use this card before you roll to add +10 to your roll. You have to declare it before you roll.
Ooh.
And I will just go through the rules itself. I'm kind of borrowing some from the Bestow Curse podcast, which does some really fun hero rules. You should check them out. I am putting my own spin on theirs. And if the card you pull is a neutral card, it acts like an extra hero point. You would, but this one you roll and you would take the higher no matter what. So if you roll and your roll is lower, you'll still take your first roll.
Okay. Interesting.
And then there is the evil cards. And they still work for you in some way because you can take an evil card and then once per day, you can do this. You can cause me to have to roll twice and take the lower on something.
Cool. That's very cool.
And I will write all of these out and put them into the chat.
Alyssa, you gave me such a cool thing. Is Lou about to become a tarot card girly? I think so. I think she has to.
Mechanically, the deck acts like just the throwing knives with the returning rune.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lou is going to hold on to the cards and think about them a lot, because the knife thing is really ruminating in her brain, because she rings bells and makes up stuff 90% of the time. But she does know someone who is good with the knife. She'll also check out the other gift too.
Which was...
I think it was the cantrip deck, right?
Cantrip deck?
Yeah.
You have a cantrip deck, and you've got this tarot deck.
She is going to, after she investigates the cantrip deck, it is a full deck, right? Thought we said?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. She is going to pick 5 cards out of the deck at random, and then go to Laeth and Gravewing's room, and like peek in to see if, I guess she's gonna knock first, and then peek in to see if anyone's there.
Is anyone there?
I think that Laeth is there, buried under all of the pillows and blankets that they brought back from the tea house, sort of melting in embarrassment and sadness. But on hearing the knock on the door, she'll say, "Yeah, it's open."
Lou's gonna panic. And she's gonna open the door and then close the door. And then slide the cards underneath and run.
Gravewing? What? And I think that Laeth like gets out of her little solitude, sadness bunk and sees the cards and takes it as a rejection because those were a gift to Alouette. And so she's assuming that Lou knew that Laeth gave them to her and is returning them now because we're nothing more than strangers, so why would I give her gifts? And so she picks up the cards and I assume there's a bedside table. It just throws them in the bedside table and goes back into her little cave.
Does she notice it's only 5 of them? And not the whole deck?
I mean, I think she probably notices but isn't like registering.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, that would get away in the way of the gay misunderstanding you got here, you know?
I mean, how else? What are you supposed to say to someone you just clearly had an awkward conversation with? Here, I thought of you and I thought you'd like this. I didn't know it came from you.
That'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, it's coming to the end of your first day in this house. I imagine now that you have much better provisions, Nihil can make some actual food for you.
Oh, hell yeah. I'd like to cook some actual food, please.
Sure. Give me a crafting check.
Roll 20, let me log in, please. Hashtag sponsored by Roll 20. Hashtag base. Okay. I'm gonna roll the dice and then add the number to it. Okay, let's see. That is... I have to lift this... Jesus Christ, I'm getting really fucking good rolls on dice that, like... I guess the dice have decided Nihil can actually cook. That's a 19 on the dice plus whatever the fuck my number is. Give me a sec. It's gonna be high. This is gonna be a pristine dish. +1 and then plus... So that is a total of... For crafting, that's a 27.
27.
I'd be cooking. I'd be cooking real good.
Yeah, I'd say you make something that is very good.
Some nice
out
meat,
of
rice, eggs, veggies.
Mm-hmm. You have to not really. You've got pickled fish for a meat.
Yeah.
But you do have quite a bit of like preserved vegetables, pickled vegetables, things like that. Everybody can have fun and have a pickled egg.
Ooh, fancy, yeah. It all pairs really well. It's got a nice aroma of flavors. All of the seasonings were definitely used because you got to make it taste good, you know? This food got seasoning in it. You guys are living in luxury.
So much salt.
Not too much salt. There's a perfect amount of salt, you know? And
most of the vegetables and things like that are preserved in salt.
Okay. Yeah. And like, you know, the rest will help not unsalted, but just absorb some of that flavor so it's not too potent. Just hashtag cooking stuff. And everyone will get a nice big bowl of vegetables and rice with a nice like egg in it cut up so that it's kind of like a nice mix. And then Mothmom gets also fish in it because, quite frankly, we get to eat fish. I'll
What
feed
do
the
we
dog
have?
too, I guess.
What do we
really
have
quickly.
to roll to check to see whether it's people?
There's no people, you fucking bitch!
I don't know. That one guy went away into the alley, and we never saw what happened to the body.
Perception?
That's a 20 on the cannibalism check.
Yeah, this is literally the pickled fish that you found at the bar earlier.
Awesome. So Alistair will like give it a like slightly concerned look and then taste it and do that thing that they do in anime where they have like the food porn moments.
So, now seems as good of time as any for you to start discussing plans. There are a few places that you can continue to check out. There is a smithy that you can probably check out tomorrow. But for the most part, like anything else is just residentials or there's also the Wizard's Tower, but yet again, no one's been able to get in that in 100 years. So, yeah. And you do know that the Talis Manor is where your investigation should probably start because, reasons.
Remind me, the Talis Manor is where the guy who started the ghoul fever lives, allegedly started the ghoul fever, and that is where he lives.
Yes, he did have, he was the alchemy professor at Ravenswood Academy for a very long time, until about 5 years ago. He also worked for the Holy Blood, and this is where his family manor is.
And our thought process or instructions from Helena, maybe, were that if we get rid of or deal with him in some manner, that will solve the ghoul fever, and then we can leave the district. Is that the reasoning why we are bothering with him?
Yeah, pretty much. If you stop it, the ghoul epidemic will stop. One of you has already encountered somebody who's come up with a cure for it. You just got to get to them. But currently, because there's so much ghoul activity in this district, it has been quarantined for several years. And so pretty much there's like no easy in or out. Most places are like watched, just in case the ghouls try to make a break for it.
I think after dinner and all that, Eurideux looks around, mainly focusing on Gravewing, since they seem to be the other person that, one, knows the area, and two, has the most initiative about stuff in their head. It's like, so I want to get out of this place and go back home. Should we go to that one place that allegedly the person started this? Find whatever we could do to stop this and leave?
I think Gravewing, who's not gonna lie, full of soup, will add a nod, finish what's in her mouth, and then go, yep, that's the plan.
Does anyone know anything about this Talis? I mean, he was a professor at the Ravenswood Academy, but he's been gone for quite some time.
Can I get a history check for an info dump? Because I expect I remember quite a bit.
If you want to give me a society check.
I'm going to be honest, I have absolutely nothing.
Or if you have academic lore.
Can anybody make the society check?
Yeah, I'd say anyone can make a society check. Cool. And this is specifically for any information about Talis himself? Okay.
Or, I mean, that's what I asked. I don't know if other people have other things they might know better. Also, I apparently asked that question so that I could be cool and info dump about it, because I got a 21.
I got a 19.
I rolled privacy. I can't talk today. Privately on the VTT.
Yep.
I got like a 12, so I don't think Gravewing knows it.
Hey, I got a 6.
Gravewing, you've heard the name before because of your run-ins with things like the Holy Blood. The name is familiar to you. But yeah, literally all the rest of the three of you rolled within like one number of each other. So yeah, you all kind of know a little bit. Osmond Talis, Holy Blood, alchemy professor at Ravenswood Academy, is kind of the reason why helped the Holy Blood develop the tonics they use to monster hunt. Is responsible for many alchemical breakthroughs in the last couple hundred years. I guess he's technically would be an elf Nephilim now because that's changed. And let's see what other information. Laeth collects rumors and things like that, right? Yeah.
She sure does.
Yeah. So Laeth, you've probably heard some rumors and things like that about a thing that happened literally right before Talis went missing. There was a student at Ravenswood Academy. I think the name was Juniper, and then they went missing, and then they were found a couple of days later, and they were one of like Talis's, like one of his like it was a student that he was mentoring and helping with, and then she kind of literally the next day after coming back from whatever this is left Ravenswood Academy, and then went and joined the Clockwork Union.
I mean, it's good that he's not at the academy anymore, since one of his students went missing and then quit. But that doesn't tell me anything about where he is now or what he's doing.
Yeah, as far as anybody knows, he is on sabbatical somewhere.
So, like, we would assume that he's not at his house and he's traveling, or we just don't know?
I mean,
He's just
bring him
not
his
at the
house.
academy.
He is not at the academy. No one knows where he is, but it's a house here, and here is the heart of the ghoul fever epidemic.
No harm in paying a visit then.
I mean, I must say, if I was going to unleash a plague on the city, I wouldn't center it around my home, but to each their own, I guess.
It could have been an accident.
Or maybe he controls them. They're his army.
Now, that seems like you're putting on some kind of metal hat to protect your brain from conspiracies or danger.
Does that help?
So even if they're not there at their home, if maybe we could find something to stop this.
Yes. Let's investigate him. I think this is a good way to go.
I mean, we got the greatest detective in the city here, so we could probably find something.
Yuri, do you want to try going to the smithy first? I know you need stuff from there in case we get into an altercation.
Well, Lou thankfully found some ammo and bullets on this body here. Very convenient. But if it's the gun, so we should be good.
Okay.
I'd rather not set off a very loud kiln while we're still surrounded by a bunch of things that, the bite was pretty nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, if Talis does control the ghouls, then maybe you should set something off at the forge and the rest of us can visit the house while they're distracted with you.
Let's not use each other as decoys.
I don't like that plan.
I mean, it's not like it's a bad plan. The only thing we need to do is confirm if the ghouls are being used in that manner. I would definitely say not to rule it out, though.
They are very regular for ghouls.
You mean the way they walk through the city? Were those, like, patrolling patterns? Or was they just sort of, we found when they were not going and then we went?
Could I make a roll for that? I feel like I know what patrolling patterns look like.
Yeah, give me a what specific lores do you have again?
Let me double check. I might have warfare, but yeah, I do have warfare.
Give me a warfare lore roll.
16.
16? So yeah, there is a bit of a weird thing where sometimes their patterns are, if you would think they were mindless beings without something controlling them, their patterns would be a lot more random. Especially this last day, you've been able to see enough of their patrols and how they move where it's weird. Like, it doesn't seem like it's 100%, but it not like direct control, but like they seem to have almost set paths.
Mm-hmm. I think when you mentioned that, Gravewing thinks for a bit and goes, actually, they do kind of look like patrolling patterns. Mm-hmm. They even meet up in little groups.
So, Miss Gravewing, I do have a question.
Miss? Yeah?
Do you think, if we are on the hypothesis that someone is controlling these ghouls, do we think that our altercation with them earlier has given them knowledge that we are in the city?
We did kill all of them. So
there's a chance we might need to hurry if we're suspecting that if they know we're here now and we have limited places where we could stay safely.
I would say on the fact that we killed all of them.
Yeah.
That if they are patrolling, another one's going to come by and find it real quick. Probably already has.
Yeah.
Yeah. Safe to say.
Perhaps we should purposefully waylay another one of the groups that's not, well, I guess we would have to tag one to know like what group wasn't on patrol in our area.
It also depends on what level of control. Like telling an undead monster to do something is different from like, I'm bad at phrasing these types of thoughts, but what if you control every single piece individually? Like if you have your fingers and you control them like your fingers, you'll tell when a finger gets cut off immediately, compared to like a puppet, compared to if you have a rolling toy that you wind up and you send it off to do something and one of your other rolling toys brings it back. We're not sure if it's like fingers or if it's like a rolling toy. That didn't make much sense, did it?
That
No,
made
it made
perfect
sense.
sense,
Yeah,
but
it
I
actually
had
did.
some really weird mental images of like fidget toys and fingers. I was stuck
Is
in
it-
for a minute, but
Is
it
it
really
because you think they're a cannibal?
Yeah, I'm just worried that depending on how in depth and how particular the control is, perhaps if they could even say see through the eyes of the ghoul, they will know a lot more about us than we'd like. But that's probably very fine tuned. I'd assume it's more like fingers.
Is there a way that we can find out?
I don't know. I'm not good at magic. Oh wait, I am. I'm kind of
This is
okay.
why I'm asking you.
I mean, if it helps, you would at least know that Talis is an alchemist.
I know a little bit of cooking, but that's
Talis
about
is an
it.
alchemist. They're not a wizard. They're not a sorcerer. You know,
So
they
even if
deal in science, not, you know.
Well,
even
if-
if they did have some control, it would be like, yeah, like mind control drugs, not like scrying.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a good assumption to go that he can't see through their eyes.
Okay. Perhaps like the queen of a beehive then. Chemicals are what bees work with after all, so maybe he is something that's like queen of the beehive, but instead of bees, it's on ghouls.
We should try dancing for them.
You can do
No.
that if you want, and I won't help you.
No, thank you.
Why? What would dancing for them accomplish?
If they're like bees, that must be how he's controlling them through
Dancing.
the power of dance.
Dancing is very powerful, that is true.
Just shake your ass for the ghouls, and it'll work out.
We are not
so-
On
dancing
Stranger
for-
Things.
Are we gonna head out to see Alistair? I mean,
Yeah, sure.
Go on,
Wait, who
I
are
will
you?
open the door for you. Go on. We're gonna play house now. It's time for,
how do you spell his name again?
Alice?
Osmond Talis.
Talis, Talus,
Talis.
and Osmont,
Yes.
Osmont.
Yep, I just put it in chat.
Perfect. Yeah, let's go chase some Talis.
Tomorrow morning, it's late now.
And you do know that morning is relative, but you do know that this is night, true night, is definitely when the ghouls are a lot more active and definitely seem to be a lot more aggressive.
Mm-hmm. We should camp out and keep a watch in case there's a lot more searching.
Yeah, especially if they have an idea of where we might be based on the missing patrols.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Right?
I can
So-
take the first watch if you guys need it. I have some dishes to do anyways.
I could take the last watch, just as long as someone is up for the middle. I don't mind waking up early.
I'll take the middle. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Should we
Nice.
do groupings like we did last time? 2 and 2 and 1? No, 2.
I'm
I
okay
can
with
count. There's
grouping.
2. There's 6 of us.
I can do groupings. I just don't want to be paired with Alistair. I don't like that guy.
He was right here. This is rude. Right
And
in
he
front
just
of the
called me a
salad.
cannibal the second we met. Why do I have to be nice to him?
You've got a very fair point.
We all said things in prison that we did not mean. It was
I
prison.
didn't. What
I'm
did I
so-
say that I didn't mean?
I just heard the rumors. I'm so. You made me bobble. Like that soup was so good. Please, I want to keep getting more soup.
I know
Forgive
you
me.
two should go on the
Yeah,
same
it
watch.
seems that you two have a lot to talk about.
Hash some things out.
No.
Get to know each other.
No.
Let's go back to something the clock tower. Have a conversation. It can do wonders for you sometimes.
I'd rather the ghouls eat my brains out.
Oh, that's rough.
If you
Well, that's why
don't,
you need to keep
harsh.
watch.
if you don't have a conversation with Alistair on this watch, I will lock you out of the bedroom. You will have to sleep on the couch.
Do you really want to try that game with me?
Yes. And I win. I had 6 siblings.
I will look at Yuri and just give him a look like, do I have consent to completely ruin your cousin's life for this? Like,
They just see you. You see them slowly shake their head no.
I nod my head like, yeah. And I look back and you're like, I'm giving you a final warning. You really don't want to play this game with me. I've had more siblings than you.
It's okay. Sad rat, like ears down. I assume they do that.
Look what you
Okay,
have done.
Okay, fine. Then
Maybe-
you and Nihil first watch. I'll take the second watch with Alistair. And Laeth and Gravewing, you two.
Oh,
Is that
I'll
fine?
still keep
Practice?
Yeah, I'll keep making you tasty soup because that is my job, but I'm still very hurt, and it will take me a while to feel better about your accusations.
Yuri opens her mouth as if to say something and just... No, we just need to move on. Okay.
Like, I'm
Is everything
done.
good?
I'm done with
We
this
got
shit.
watches down? Yes?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful.
Cat.
So, would I have? Could I get people doing first watch? Give me
Yeah.
perception checks.
Farris,
You're doing
what
first
do they
watch? Okay.
perceive?
Okay.
Oh, my perception's ass in this game. I forgot.
Mm.
All right, let's see. What can I perceive? What'd you get?
No, you go first.
I think we either got the exact opposite of the exact same roll. What'd you get?
I'm doing math. You go first. Never mind.
I
I'm
got
doing
a
math.
nat
It's
20.
16.
Which is really funny.
Nat 20.
So it's
Nice.
24 in total.
Mhm.
I got a 16.
Okay, I was about to say, I thought you got a nat 1. It's like, imagine the duality. I have rolled really good for Nihil. I'm appreciating my little son boy.
I've rolled under a 10, so like.
I was like, oh, this is ass, nat 20. I have to appreciate the furry dice, because these dice were made by a furry.
Nice.
So you two have honestly there's no really good places to stand watch in this house. You've kind of settled for the sitting room, probably being your best bet. It's got the largest windows that you can kind of keep an eye on whatever's going on outside, and you're close enough to the ground floor and the main door if anything happens. It's probably about, let's see, about 8 hours. It's about halfway through your watch, and you hear a very loud sound from somewhere in the district. It sounds kind of like an explosion.
Is there a way to? Can we get to the roof? Does this house have roof access?
It doesn't. Well, yeah, I'll say
Free
it
house
actually
has
does.
roof access if you're not
I
a
mean, I
coward.
technically have an ability to climb walls. I don't know if I want to use it right now.
I mean, it'll come back in 10 minutes.
What does that mean?
Uh,
Oh, really? It does?
Yeah, it's a
Oh.
focus point. It's a focus spell.
Okay. Can I just climb up the wall then? I want to use it.
hmm As the tentacle extends from your arm and it just carries you up.
It's just like, oh, how do I climb up this wall? And then you just see this like disgusting series of tendrils coming out of the mouth. And then just Nihil scuttling up the wall in like mild like horror and then just sitting on the top to like look out.
Is that Archer Ed? Never mind. I'm coming up slowly.
There's probably like a ladder or something you can use somewhere
Should I use
around.
my focus point then?
Because I wanted you to.
It was a pull. I had to find the attic access and then climb
Yeah.
up and then go
It was
out a
cool.
window.
It was
It was a
worth
lot
it.
of work.
Yeah.
The focus point was
Um,
worth it. I probably.
Yeah, so
Maybe.
you it's somewhere on the other side of the district. You see this sort of large tower. It's not the clock tower or anything. It's a different one. It's kind of stands up higher than things, and there are things on fire around it. The fire doesn't seem to be like catching and spreading, but it's certainly there's certainly something going on over there.
Is it the wizard tower?
It looks wizard tower-esque.
But you said this was an explosion. Would this be enough to wake people up?
Probably. Especially, I don't think any of you are sleeping all too fitfully, being in a very dangerous district.
And it's been all of like 2 hours anyway, right?
Yeah, so it's only been like 2 hours.
I think Eurideux is like immediately up and is in the process of like getting all their gear and yells into the hallway. What the fuck just happened?
I don't know. There's like a tower that is probably the wizard tower, and it is kind of
Exploded.
a little exploded, yes. Come on up. We have a good view up here. It's not like spreading or anything. It's just sort of on the fire.
Yeah, Eurideux. Again, they fully have kitted up, so they'd be there like in a minute. And just be like, is there anyone there? Is this important?
Does anyone have like a telescope or binoculars or?
I think I gave someone a spyglass, didn't I?
Someone got one.
There is a spyglass in the knapsack. It's whoever took it. I don't know.
I don't think that was me. Was that you, Alouette?
Probably.
Probably.
When in doubt, just assume she picked it up and we'll give it to whoever asks.
No, honestly, that seems in character. Like, who has the spyglass? Alouette, don't you have it? Oh, right, I do.
Yeah. I doubt it's like on her person, but she'll run down and grab it and then come back and then pop it open, take a peek. Are there people at the fiery tower?
I mean, there were.
How long ago was were? Are these like? Because it's been closed for like 100 years.
You're relatively sure that that's not really a person anymore. Someone tried to get through one of the traps and set it off.
Oh, I see.
Was it like a thief situation or like?
It is a little hard to tell what exactly, but just something set off a trap at this tower.
So I think perhaps we are fine. And also, do we see any ghouls congregating around the explosion? Are they like being drawn to the fire and the explosion and the noise?
Yes.
So we have an answer about distractions. But I don't like using Yuri as a distraction. I know the whole group is not here, so we can repeat this conversation in the morning, but now we know.
I'm just being quiet.
I think most everybody got woken
so
up.
Quiet.
And
My goodness.
Did you just like pop up behind us and say, "Yeah, I'm here"?
Yeah,
And
like
fuck.
You scared me.
Laeth
You're
is
really good
very
at that.
sleepily following behind Gravewing. Well, if they're distracted now, do we want to use that?
I was about to suggest that.
Are we ready?
Oh,
I mean,
well,
you
then
are
it's a bad
in
idea.
PJs.
I mean, I'm ready.
I mean, we could get ready quickly. I mean, it sounds like they're going to be there for a while.
Is anyone going to be too tired because of not sleeping? And if they lose
also-
things in the fight we had earlier today?
Oh, I'm used
I'm
to
good.
sleepless nights.
What are y'all chatting
Rollers.
about?
Big
Explosions.
explosions. Ghouls are running around. It would be a good time to get in. I mean, I'm ready to go. I don't mind going. Solo scouting is something I'm used to.
No, we can go. As long as everyone is ready, we can go.
I'm still a little messed up from earlier in the day. Alouette, do you have that temporary health potion I gave you? Because unless someone's gonna drink it, I may as well.
Have it. Yeah.
Okay, I take it back and I'm gonna drink it. And I have no idea how much it restores. Let me check. It restores 1d6 hit points.
Nice.
Yay. So there's a 0% chance I get everything back, but let's see. D6? That's a 4. That's actually not that bad. All right.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Drink this vodka down the hatch. Glug, glug, glug.
Vodka.
Mhm.
All right, well then, gear up. Hurry up. Let's go. We don't got this distraction all night.
Question: are you going to attempt to go by the smithy on the way? It is on the way.
Well, I don't think we should, high key.
We don't know how long they'll be distracted.
We do not have all night.
Yeah.
Maybe
no,
on the way
you're
back.
right. Allegedly, yeah. But I think, going. I think even Eurideux will be like, no, we need to get there now. So.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Should we bring the
did it.
dog?
Ooh. Is it trained?
I mean,
The dog is very fucking trained.
Oh wow.
I mean, we're not gonna leave it in the stable at the very least.
We'll
can
say
take care
you
of
won't
itself.
be able to
Take it with us.
Take it in the mansion.
I think it would be safest where it is. It's in an
Okay.
enclosed location, and we know it can eat ghouls already, so...
Yeah,
All right.
that's fine.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna go and just put like as much food as I can of like whatever they feed the dogs. Just like overfeed it for a couple of days.
You can get ready, and Gravewing can do that, because Gravewing is not too keen on just in case leaving it stuck in the kennel or anything like that. So
I mean, it can
it's
get
like-
out.
Oh my god! It can
seems
work
smart.
doorknobs. This is a terrifying.
It's
thing.
more,
Probably
think of
like
it.
a
Think of it like.
latch.
I think it's more like a latch.
A latch.
And,
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, motherfucker, there's not a turn a doorknob. That's it. It's
Yeah,
actually
it's-
over. It's the only thing. It's like one of the only things like defeating majority of forest animals. The fact that they don't have thumbs. It's
Mm. It's like a latch, and in the end, I think of it's closer to like like a doghouse, rather than like a full like kennel.
So I know we did not have long rest, but we would have had time to, even between do some medicine checks between where we left and the evening.
Yeah.
So I don't. Okay.
There would have been time.
But yeah,
You want to make some rolls?
So I'm doing it for myself. That's I rolled a 19 on my first one.
someone
Which
roll
is-
for. To someone do a check on Gravewing. I think. I think she's okay, but like.
Is my medicine okay? Hold on, let me check. I'm not a doctor, so.
You're like
can if
5
necessary.
down.
5 down.
Okay.
I can do a check for you if you need to.
Oh no, I am not a doctor.
What a statement.
I am not a surgeon. I am not a surgeon.
Is medicine check
This-
just rolling medicine?
It's a DC 15.
Okay.
It's just Nihil is the Star Trek meme of "Damn it, Jim, I'm not a doctor. I'm a."
I need you to know that I was thinking about the good doctor. I am a surgeon. That
Yeah,
one,
no,
that's
like,
exactly what I was
am not
referencing.
a surgeon.
That was exactly it. My friend references on the daily, no idea what it was from until when you said the good doctor.
Yeah, good doctor. It's actually a bad doctor. That's all I'm gonna say.
Noted.
I got a
Including
22
title.
for that, so
22, and then so it's just a D8.
D8. Hopefully I get 5 for you. I got 1 for you. I was hoping that was actually a 7, but it is not.
You can.
It says
Was it?
It says 2d8.
Oh, 2d8. Never
Let me
mind.
try again.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, 2d8.
2d8. I didn't have it in front of me, so my brain went 1d8, and the other part of my brain.
Yeah, I pulled it up.
This is so
Redemption!
weird.
That's an 8. So you have more hit points than you lost.
Yippee! Can I just make sure Schism's awake and ready to like fuck shit up if needed?
Schism's always awake,
I don't like that. Even when I'm sleeping?
even when you're sleeping.
Does this mean I can talk to Schism when you're asleep?
Yes.
Hypothetically, I can't do anything about it.
Incredible.
I mean, you can try that if you really want, but you're gonna get an earful. But yeah, I'm just gonna be like, all right, we're gonna probably, as the kids say, fuck shit up. Be ready.
I rolled a second one just throughout the evening. My second one was a nat 20. So
Oh yeah.
so I just need more health. Please. I'm the blood hunter.
Well, so you all are. Give me. This is going to be interesting. So I'm going to need one of 3 rolls from people, either a stealth check to move silently, an athletics check to move quickly, or a society check to know the layout of the district.
Ooh, that's fun.
What was
I'm-
athletics? Okay.
I'm pretty good at stealth and society, but that's only if we need me to roll.
Gravewing's gonna go with athletics because she is used to parkour.
I
Oh,
will
we're
also
all
go
doing
with
them, just one of the
athletics.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone has to roll?
Everyone has to roll.
Oh boy. It's
Okay.
gonna be
I'm rolling society.
Yeah,
I've
high
seen a
five.
map once in my life.
I haven't. I have never seen a map ever in my life.
I think it's probably then gonna look like Gravewing.
Is
and
anyone an
Eurideux
expert
running
in
ahead.
society?
No. I got a 22. Oh, my dice are
I-
clutching.
I'm an expert in society, so if you want to, I was gonna roll stealth, but if you want to follow the leader, I can do.
Yeah,
Society
we might
instead.
be better off with the
Well,
expert rolling society and then follow the leader on the.
I need
the-
one of the
if we're-
3 rolls from people. No one's aiding another person.
So everyone has to roll, but we can't help each other.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it
Okay.
is you working as a group. Like each, what are you bringing? Like, are you helping people stay quiet? Are you helping people move quickly? Or are you using your knowledge of the district?
Cool. On athletics, I got a dirty 20.
21 on athletics.
And on society?
19 on stealth.
Oof. 14 on society.
Hero points exist.
That is the 22 on society for me.
Do I have? I have not. Where's the?
Is this like a if
Thanks.
does everyone have to pass or bad things happen, or does only majority have to pass?
It's a bit of a group check. So I thought we would play a little bit with the chase subsystem. As you all make your rolls to start this trek towards this mansion, which is kind of on the other side of the district from where you are. And this is... So, at first, it's going really well. Until, Lou, you get a little turned around and give people bad directions, and suddenly you all find yourselves in a bit of a dead end. You have been spotted, and you kind of hear a group of ghouls coming for you. You can either stand and fight, or see what you can do to escape. And if everybody would like to tell me what they would like to do. There are options here. So the houses in this district not incredibly high. You could try to get up to the roofs. You could, rather than doing a full fight, try to push your way through the ghouls. You could try to do any other things. If you have skills, this is where you can sell me on something.
Gravewing has the skill feat, lengthy diversion, and I'd like to divert the ghouls, and then if I can also additionally then get away from the ghouls, I do have I am trained in athletics and acrobatics, so I think statistically I can do it.
That was gonna be my suggestion too. I wanna follow that lead and also get everyone else on the roofs. I think I want in character Eurideux looks at Gravewing. We need to get them on the roofs. Do you want to be a distraction, or I could?
Let me just do the distracting.
Okay, I'm gonna get everyone on the roofs and just get it there as fast as I can.
Got it.
Aubrey, has it been 10 minutes?
Yes, it's been more than 10 minutes.
Okay, thank God. I got my focus point back.
So what is everyone else doing? I need something that everybody is doing.
I honestly don't want to deal with these ghouls. I'm like, I don't want to get bit again, actually.
Well, you guys need to get up on the roofs now.
Okay.
So if anything, the rest of you can just focus on getting up.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try to find an open door because I'm not climbing. I can want to climb, but it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna try to find either an easy to unlock door or an unlocked door or a window that's not fully shut, a ladder, fire escape, anything I can find that'll get me up without having to Spider-Man my way up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll be a perception roll from you. So Nihil, you will be spending your
I just got the focus pull back and I'm using
point.
it. Yeah, you just see these grim tendrils just kind of come out of the little mouths all over Nihil and just scuttles up like a fucking spider, literally, and just sits on the roof. It's a 15 feet per action thing, so I can just climb up there if I want, like a little freak.
Mm-hmm. What are
get up on the roof? It's bet.
Yep. What are Laeth and Alistair doing?
I too am going to attempt to find a good place to climb up because I'm not the most athletic rat. It's an 18.
I would like to gracefully and acrobatically make my way up the roof, please.
Yeah, you can give me an acrobatics roll. So Alouette and Alistair give me perception rolls, and so Yuri and Gravewing, you're both trying to do a distraction. What exactly are you doing for a distraction is the question.
Oh,
I
was
think
straight
it was
up.
actually just going to be Gravewing.
Yeah,
I was going to go with everyone else, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was straight up just gonna jump down and make a lot of noise in another direction and run.
All right.
Fully diverting, using myself to get these ghouls to go somewhere else. And then objectively, I would try to parkour my way back up to the roof.
Okay. Well, give me just a deception roll for now. And so Yuri, give me an athletics check to sort of just climb.
0 point. There it is.
19 for deception.
$24 for athletics.
24. Okay. Let's see. All right. So 18 and a 23. So Lou and Alistair, you don't find specifically a ladder, but you do find a bunch of crates that you can kind of stack up and create a bit of a little tower to climb up. Right, so the group is split a little bit, so the rest of you are running along the roofs, trying to sort of get your bearings. And Gravewing, you are making the distraction, throwing something, making a lot of noise, something like that. And then eventually, Gravewing, you will try to meet back up with the group if you want to give me an acrobatics check to get up the roofs.
You said acrobatics, right?
Acrobatics, yeah.
Okay, dope. 25.
25. Okay, you're up on the roofs, and you all eventually come back together. If I could get another either athletics check, acrobatics check, or society check from people.
I love society. Society is my favorite.
I don't think my dice want me to live tonight.
Don't forget that you have, next time you're ever worried, you've got that hero card you can spend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, no, speaking of that, as you're all running, Yuri, your foot hits a bad port of one of the roofs and you go through. Give me a reflex save.
No!
I love consequences of my actions.
That's just
okay.
rude.
That's not even your actions. That's just bad dice.
That's a 22.
22. So you luckily catch yourself so you don't just go ass over tea kettle. And you do manage to hit the ground rolling and you don't take any damage. But now you are back on the ground and you can hear the ghouls. You've attracted the attention of another pack. You're not exactly moving quietly over these roofs. Everyone else is doing all right.
I would like three things, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, one, perception check to see if there's anything flammable or possibly explosive nearby. Two, take out my gun. And I also want a sudden charge out of this building.
Okay. Give me the perception check. Everyone else, same thing yet again, acrobatics, athletics, or society, as you start seeing the gates of this mansion approaching in the distance.
All right, let's see if these dice continue their trend.
Is there any way to
perception.
Help Yuri?
He's fine.
They're fine. He'd run.
Can I cast guidance on Yuri through the hole in the roof?
Yeah, you can. I think you still have line of sight on them.
It's 30 feet, so Yuri, don't die.
Keep running.
Okay, but don't die. Yeah.
Wait, can I for a second also cast Forbidding Ward because it's a 30 feet range and you don't have to touch anyone?
For Forbidding Ward, you have to have a second target. You have to target one person, and then
I see. Never mind.
You have to say this creature specifically. You have an extra bonus for your AC.
All right. Well, if I see a second creature, I'm going to do that. But unfortunately, there's zero. Fortunately, there's zero creatures around. I think Aubrey, you should introduce a creature for any time he's Forbidding Ward.
Yuri, what did you
Jesus
cast?
Christ.
With the guidance, that's a 24.
A 24? Yeah, you see an oil lamp.
Beautiful. I would like to shoot it and then sudden charge out of the house, breaking down the wall. Sorry who lives here. It's kind of an emergency.
It's been 5 years. It's fine.
Blame it on the ghouls.
So yeah, you do that, and this oil lamp catches and starts to. There's a lot of rotten cloth here, and it's going to just start eating that up. as the flame will start to spread, and you sort of just go right through this rotten door out into the street, and you can see everyone else running on the roofs, and everyone else, you can hear the whoosh of flame as it catches, and you would all see the gates ahead of you. And the question is, there is a bit of a gap between where the houses end and where this gate into this mansion is. How would people like to deal with this? Are you just jumping it, or what?
I personally, Yuri wants to be running down below and looks at Lou and's like, Lou, jump, I'll catch you. Trust me. Trust me, not my dice.
I'm gonna jump.
Yeah.
You're lucky I love you. Okay. Do I have to make an athletics check for this?
I'd say make a reflex check.
That's much better. There's actually points in that.
Make a reflex save for me, just to see if you can do this safely.
Can I make an athletics check to catch them?
You'd have to make a heck of a check.
Yeah, you can also make a reflex check.
I got a natural 1 for a total of 5. And I already used my hero points. I told you my dice are out to get me.
So my reflex save was 25.
Yeah, I will say you will catch Lou, but Lou, you will unfortunately bash your head against like a support as you jump down. You're only going to take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Lou's got this jump bonk.
Yeah.
Yucky. You know,
Why did you hit the pole? Like in my arms running. Why did you jump into the pole? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I couldn't judge the distance. I don't know.
I need to give you some jumping lessons or something.
You know I'm bad at jumping.
I didn't think you jump into the thing.
I slept. I didn't sleep. I just jumped badly.
I think Alistair is just gonna try to do a PK roll.
Okay. That'll be an athletics check.
Oh, this is gonna go so well. But I'm like, he's feeling it in the moment. He's like bounding a little bit, and this is gonna be ouch. 16.
What is everyone else doing to clear this last little thing?
Wait, so is there something that we could theoretically leap onto? Like, could we leap onto the building, the next building from the buildings we're at, or is it just like?
So it's essentially is you hit a point where the buildings stop and there's a little bit of distance, and there's essentially a fence which walls off the rest of the mansion from the rest of the district.
I'm not very good at jumping, actually.
I can jump horizontally 15 feet. But I don't know if that's not enough to clear.
15 feet would be enough to clear.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
It's about 10 feet. It's about 10 feet from where the roof ends and the fence is. So 15 feet would get you over that.
Beautiful. Laeth seamlessly leaps from the building over the fence.
So here's my thing. I have the powerful leap feat as well, but I actually don't know what my... I get an additional 5 feet, but I have no idea what a long jump or high jump actually looks like.
3 times your thing. It's an actions.
I just posted it because I have 30 feet movement. I get the 15 feet horizontal leap. Yours would be 10 if your movement is 25, or 15 if your movement is 30.
I get an additional 5 because of powerful leap, so it would just It would be
Would be
15 then.
15, yeah. Yeah, so if you want to both make that, because long jump, you're just doing the long jump action.
Mhm.
So it's just a athletics check, a DC 15 athletics check. Which is hilarious because Alistair just makes the long jump DC with a 16.
19.
21 for Laeth.
21. So yeah, you both managed to, get over the fence. So Yuri and Lou are both still on the ghoul side of the fence, not the mansion side of the fence.
Where's Nihil?
I think. I
where
think
am
when,
I? I was about to say I saw
You're on the
jump.
roof. So I was going to see
right.
what you're still on the roof.
Yeah,
what
I've
would
just been
you?
staying on the roofs.
So essentially, there is a 10-foot gap between the roof and the fence.
Yeah,
And
so
you
I
need to
gotta
get over
essentially
the
play.
fence.
I gotta play a jumping game basically with no jumping ability.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna look down at everything going on and just take a couple of steps back and be like, okay, let's give this a shot, I guess. And I'm gonna try to jump it. So that's an athletics check?
Yes.
Oh gosh. My dice have not betrayed me yet. I have a +0 in athletics. I got an 18.
Yeah.
I am fucking. It's the furries. I'm just saying.
And as you jump, you feel like a little bit of like the tendrils sort of go out behind you and help push you off a little even further. You won't land as gracefully on the other side of the fence. You'll just barely clear that fence. So leaves Lou and Yuri on the ground running towards the fence.
How durable is this fence?
It is a metal fence
Hmm.
that hasn't been maintained for a while. So
Is it like locked? Or is there like a padlock on it?
yeah, the gate looks like it's padlocked.
Yuri would get to the fence, put Lou down, and just like, well, step back, and I'm going to attempt to. I have a club,
Mhm.
and I would like to attempt to use that club to just break the lock and kick it open.
Okay. Give me a melee attack roll.
Could I study weakness of the lock first?
No.
Fair. That is 17 to hit it. I mean, I guess do I need to roll to hit it?
Yeah, that'll hit. I will say that will count as a crit because it's an immovable object. So roll your crit damage, see if you can do enough.
You have no, but that is with crit damage. That's 20 damage.
20 damage. Yeah, it is an old rusted lock, and you bring down the club on it in just the right point to sort of break it. The gate will not be able to lock behind you.
Well, I was gonna say, as soon as we get through, could I leave that great club like in the? Is there like a handle?
Yeah, it's you can kind of like jam the club into the thing. You won't have the club anymore, but you can do that.
I have the longsword still, so I would like to, get.
It will buy you some time.
Yeah, Lou through, shove the club like between like the, there's handles. Shove it there and get going.
Yeah. You all gather in the courtyard of the Talis family manor. The windows itself are very foreboding. There's no lights whatsoever in this, but the mansion itself is drenched in the stench of rot and decay. You won't. And I believe this is a good place to end it for this session. And, while we're at it, why don't you all just go to level 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's
I was
go.
expecting this for ages.
Or are you getting us to level up when we have a 10-minute gap before the next fucking session?
They don't know that.
Because
it can take
I
longer.
initially intended this to end both of our recordings, but you all decided to go tonight, so...
Okay, so
She's saying
gonna
we
make
need
a
to be level
smoothie.
3 for this mansion.
I'm gonna make a smoothie and I'm gonna do all the level up stuff at some point. I can
will
put the
want
number
to-
3 in. It's okay.
You will definitely want to at least pick out your spells.
Oh, fuck that. Alright, I'm gonna make a smoothie first because I've been
Okay.
holding off on this smoothie for so long.
Take a stab.
I will take spell suggestions for anyone who's played a sorcerer before, by the way. For any
What is your spell list, babes? Is it
Occult.
occult?
Well,
Occult, yeah.
let's get taken out first.
Take end the episode, Tech.
Oh, right. Thank you everyone for listening to another wonderful episode of Goblins and Gays. If you like what we do here, feel free to follow us on Twitter at Goblins and Gays. We post all sorts of amazing content. We got Instagram, we got Twitch, we got Patreon. Yeah, you can give us money if you want. Please do. It helps support me getting a mic that doesn't cut out every 30 seconds on me. I hate this thing. I'm suffering. But yeah, stay safe and remember, eat your humans.
Yeah, eat them.
Yeah.
It's pride. Raw dog them.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Honest,